The Florida Department of Environmental Protection scheduled a community meeting to talk about cleanup efforts at the Solite Plant in Clay County. Our Zach Wilcox joins us live from there right now. And Zach, it's been a long time since that gate behind you locked up.
Yeah, Channing, and you can tell from the looks of it. Solite left back in the 90s, and so that was 30 years ago. They left behind this gate with the no trespassing signs on it. However, one neighbor we talked to who lives around here mentioned she's a little more worried about what might be coming out of the property than what's going in.
And as long as I'm standing and talking, I will be the squeaky wheel against development without safe concerns.
Joan Starnes lives along a canal that feeds into Black Creek, a canal she doesn't go in.
We go on our boat.
A big part of the reason is what she is concerned may have gotten into the canal from the nearby Solite Plant, where a kiln was used to make construction materials until the mid-90s.
And there are high levels of arsenic found in the soil. So it is affecting the community. That's what I'm concerned about, is that it's not contained in that property across the street.
The Florida Department of Environmental Protection announced a meeting to talk about a new plan to address the arsenic in the soil. Starnes has a request for how she'd like to see it handled.
To totally clean up the scrubber ponds that have equipment, doing some soil removal and putting some kind of protective on top of the soil, and don't disturb it any further down.
FDEP shared a management plan for the site that it says will, quote, restrict land use and access to contaminated soil, and an excavation of part of the property to, quote, remove the source of contamination and prevent future leaching of contaminated soil to groundwater. Starnes wants to make sure enough is done so she and her neighbors will be safe before any new development moves into the property.
We don't have to have ignorance and a blind eye to protect our future generations, our kids and grandkids.
And we should hear a lot more about this topic on Tuesday at Russell Baptist Church at 4 o'clock when that public meeting happens. Starnes mentioned she will be there ready to ask her questions, and she's hoping quite a few of her neighbors are there as well with plenty of questions to ask before anything happens here. In Clay County, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.